Hi guys, welcome to this video. I'm Prashant. I'm the founder of Word Pandit, and I'm bringing this series of videos to you wherein I explain CAT 2017 RC questions and the logic operating behind these. Before you go through this question, I would request you to solve the passage, solve this question. In case you've not done that, please pause the video and solve the passage before you go through this video explanation. Now this question is an interesting one because it asks you which one of the following best reflects the author's argument. This is not explicitly asking you for the main idea of the passage. This is not asking you for the gist or summary of the passage, but is asking you for a statement that is going to gel well with the author's argument, right? Now, what is the author's argument in this particular case? The author's argument revolves around electric vehicles and private ownership of cars. He talks about how this private ownership of cars is going to change in the future with the coming in of electric vehicles. Right at the end, he signals that how the author's argument, remember, is highlighted in the last paragraph of the passage where he says that everything is going to come a full circle, private car ownership. And how is it going to come a full circle? Once we have self-driving cars, we would also have, these cars themselves would be the owners, right? So he's referring to more to services such as Uber and so on. So he's reflecting the fact that private ownership of vehicles is going to transform. So he uses the passage, he uses electric vehicles to prove the point that everything is going to change with respect to private ownership of vehicles, right? So that's what the passage is revolving around. Option number B, Elon Musk is a remarkably gifted salesman. This is just a fact in the passage. This is not his argument. Remember, you've got to pick a statement which reflects the author's argument. What is he arguing for? What is he suggesting? What is he building towards? The future Uber car will be environmentally friendlier than the Tesla. Again, too specific a fact, and we don't know anything about this comparison. And again, this is not the author's argument. A and C, these are the two options. Hybrid and electric vehicles signal the end of the age of the internal combustion engines. Now, this is a fact mentioned in the passage. This is not the argument of the passage. This is not the argument of the author of the passage. This is a fact in the passage. You've got to remember that. Now, remember, you have to pick up a statement which reflects the author's argument. The author's argument here would be, what is the author suggesting, the course of action he's suggesting in the future? What is he pointing towards? That is what you've got to focus on. This is not an argument of the author. This is a fact used by the author. What has he used this fact for? He's used it to prove option number C, the private car represents an unattainable myth of independence. This is the statement that best reflects the author's argument, that it represents a myth of independence, and this is not something, this is an unattainable myth of independence. You believe that this is giving you power, but in the future, I mean, ultimately, the vehicle ownership changes when we have electric vehicles coming in. This is something which is going to change and transform in this world. Hence, option number C is the correct answer here. Very important to understand the question statement itself in order to identify the answer. I think that's the most important thing with this question. Once you do, it's only then that you see why is option number C the correct answer here. Hopefully so, the question is clear to you now. Thank you very much for watching this video and happy learning.